Hello people, it's me Tori and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am going to be terraforming my museum in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So first I'm just catching some bugs and insects, because it did occur to me that, to move my museum, I might actually need to upgrade it a little bit, which I did because I couldn't find it on the list. And I was like, I guess I'm going to have to go and catch a load of bugs. And luckily, on the day that I had my game set to, it was the bug off, and all my villagers were trying to catch bugs, so it led me to all the bugs. So then I was able to get my museum upgraded and then move it, because where I had it currently, or at least at this point in the video, was where I wanted the museum to be. Should I have put it there at the start? No. Was that a good idea? Absolutely not. Also, I decided to get Bitty to leave, because I didn't really want her that badly, but Julia moved in instead of her, so guess what? I am winning. Julia is a peacock villager, by the way. She looks very cool, a lot better than the other one, so yeah, I'm winning, I guess. Sorry if you like Bitty's character, I much prefer Julia, but there we go. And you can see me eating some peaches just so that I can move a tree, because in Animal Crossing New Horizons, you have the ability to move trees, which is great. But obviously, you need to eat fruit to be able to move them, because you need that stamina, you know? And there's rather a lot of trees in the way. So I'm just building a cliff here for where my museum is. I will be honest with you, this is my second, proper speed build ever. Yes, I did some terraforming the other day, but it wasn't a proper speed build video, so I just kind of classed that as my let's play. Oh, by the way, you can see me getting an incline for my island, and I'll be here for ages trying to work out where to put it. But this is my second official speed build, my first being on my sister's island, so I'm not really the best, Animal Crossing speed builder. I am a Sims 4 speed builder, you know? This concept is kind of alien to me, so I'm trying. The only thing is, I feel like the cliff could have done with being a little bit bigger. It's a little bit small. There's going to be a waterfall behind my resident services at some point, but the only thing is, it's a little bit too close. I could have done with making things a little bit bigger. I know that I am going to get I'm going to get made fun of by a person that I know IRL for having my waterfall too close to my resident services. I just know it. And you know what? I'm fully prepared for that now. So you know what? Don't even bother making fun of me, because I already know what's going to happen. So then I donated to get the incline. I donated all my money. And I was so happy to see that the incline works and Sally's gone up here. It's the first incline I've ever had in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I was pretty excited about that. And also I was incredibly excited to start doing some waterscaping. Is that even a thing? It's not landscaping though, is it? Because it's not land, it's water. So that makes a little bit more sense, right? As you can see, the waterfall is going to be so close to resident services. But do I care? No, because I think it looks cool. But the only thing is, I feel like the museum could have done with more land to be sat on. And then also I was trying to make sure that this cliff was exactly in the middle of resident services. So I was doing a lot of trying to work out where things were supposed to go. I'm not very good at stuff like that. I can't tell when something's in the middle. One thing I cannot do is hang up picture frames, because I can hang it up and I cannot tell if the picture frame is straight. I've got no idea. I don't know, my mum seems to have this inbuilt sense of just working out whether the picture frame is straight or not. I can't. It can be super wonky and I just won't notice. It's embarrassing, so I guess, yep, I am a failure. But I was trying to make this right. I think it's all roughly in the middle. I just wanted my inclines to be the same distance away from resident services either side. But the only trouble is resident services is of strange proportions, so it means that my little entrance that I have in front of it has to be slightly off-centered, which winds me up so much. And you can see me doing some paths here. That was because I needed to move the museum again. and I wanted to know where to put the museum. The only thing is, the museum would not fit nicely in the middle, which is where I wanted it to go. Like, it would not. It was off-centered. So I was like, okay, we'll roll with it. Instead of getting it a tiny bit off-centered, we'll make it super off-centered. So basically, I've got like a garden patch at the side of my museum, so it looks intentional. Like, you can see I was putting markers there to try and work out where it's supposed to go, and it cannot be in the middle. So I'm putting a garden patch, and you know what? It looks fine. I mean, ideally, I would like the museum to fit nicely in the middle, but that's not what's going to happen, so we have to roll with it. So I'm just moving some tulips and some windflowers at some point into my little garden patch. Do I like the flowers that I have chosen for this area? Not really. I mean, I'd like some blue pansies, because there's blue in the roof of the museum, and I want some colours to match, you know? So, I mean, I have a few blue pansies on my island now, because my island's native flower is pansies, and they are just spreading. There is an infestation of pansies up on the top of my cliffs there, which you can probably see in the background. There's just a pansy infestation. I have kind of too many flowers, but you know what? You can never have too many flowers, right? No, you can. You can't have too many flowers. Unless they're like ugly flowers, which, I mean, hyacinths. I don't really like hyacinths that much, unless they're like pink hyacinths and then they just look like candy floss, which, I mean, is fine. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever, like, had a hyacinth bulb in real life. I know that my gran couldn't have one because she is allergic to hyacinths. They make her sneeze. So, I don't know. I don't really like them in Animal Crossing. A lot of people dislike chrysanthemums. I kind of like them, but because of when my birth month is, which is February, I cannot have chrysanthemums as my native flower. I can only have hyacinths, which I don't like, windflower, I think it is, or pansies. So, yeah, I got pansies, which I'm okay with. Or windflower, either of those is fine, just not hyacinths. I don't really like them particularly. I don't know why I dislike them. I mean, like, if you like hyacinths, then that's no, like, discredit to you. I just don't personally like them. So I'm just trying to extend my cliff a little bit. And I really did have to try and adjust this river again, because obviously the cliff is coming into the river, so I'm having to change the shape of the river. And in my last terraforming video, I did this, and somebody said to me, I watched you destroy your island. And I was like, excuse me? I did not destroy my island. I am making my island better. And yeah, I am not destroying the wildlife on my island. As you can see, I'm making it cute. And yeah, you don't even play Animal Crossing, so you don't have the right to tell me that my island looks bad. I mean, it does look bad, but only I get to say it looks bad. And then I decided to craft some hedges, because I didn't like the fact that it's just like up on a cliff and you could fall off the cliff. I mean, you can't. That's not in the game. That would be a bit much. But, like, think about it, you could just fall off the cliff. And admittedly, a hedge isn't going to be that useful. If you're going to fall off the cliff, you're going to fall off the cliff. But I don't know, I wanted a hedge just to kind of round it off a little bit. So I've got a hedge up here. Am I going to do that on all of my cliffs? No, probably not. But this is a museum, you know, think about it. A museum would get a lot of visitors and a lot of tourist attractions, so you would want some kind of fencing there. I don't know. Like, for more rural areas on the island, I probably will just have, like, rounded cliffs and won't have any hedges. But for this one, I really did want a hedge. Also, I probably could have done with rounding off some of the cliffs, right? I probably could have, but with the hedges on, it looks better, so it doesn't look just flat and boring. And I had to make so many. In the end, I decided to put, wasps. They're called wasps in New Horizons, but in the other Animal Crossing, they were called bees. And I managed to dodge a bullet and not get stung, so that was great. And I decided to move the workbench up at the museum, because I needed somewhere for it to go. And in the end, it's kind of hid behind a tree. But it's fine, because I know where it is. Oh, and Pietro came up to see my museum. Pietro is my best friend. Basically, one of my favourite YouTubers, Lil Simsy, she plays Animal Crossing quite often on stream. She was looking for Pietro, which is that clown sheep villager, which my friend, by the way, does not like. She says, oh my god, he's a clown sheep villager. Why do you want him? He's creepy. No, he's not creepy. He is my best friend. She spent, Lil Simsy spent over 2,000, Nook Miles tickets trying to find Pietro, and eventually she found Pietro, which is great. It just took her far too long, but he was literally my first campsite villager, so, I mean, I'll go with it. But we are coming up to the end of this speed build now. Like I said, it could have been better, it could have been bigger, there's not really a lot of space. But it was my, second official speed build. But please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I hope you have a really good day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone!